What's up, everyone? Welcome to Everything DCU. Alright, let's talk about Brainiac. For over a year now, Brainiac has been quietly hovering around the DCU like a ghost in the system. Sometimes he's definitely happening. Sometimes he's never been discussed, and sometimes he's hiding in plain sight. So let's break down everything we actually know about Brainiac so far, and what's probably being set up behind the scenes. Let's rewind to 2024. Reliable insiders like Viewer Anon and Daniel RPK both claimed that Brainiac was the villain in Superman. At the time, it made sense. New universe, iconic Superman villain, big sci-fi scale. But clearly, that didn't happen. My honest guess, the script changed mid-development, and that's not unusual, or maybe it was wrong information altogether. We can just speculate. Then comes something interesting. In the first draft of Man of Tomorrow, there's an image of Brain, which completely relates to Brainiac. Gunn is well aware how everything he says becomes news. He knew what he's doing. It was enough to get people talking. Next, in the Superman documentary, we briefly see a drawing that looks very Brainiac-inspired. Again, no label, no confirmation. But DC doesn't accidentally show stuff like that. These kinds of details usually mean future setup, not scrapped idea. Now let's talk casting. Recently, Nexus Point News reported that 3 actors were being considered for the role of Brainiac: Matt Smith, Klaus Bang, Sam Rockwell. All wildly different choices, which tells me one thing: the role isn't locked yet, but the character exists in some form. Recently, Grace Randolph and Jeff Snyder both suggested Dave Bautista was in the mix. It blew up, and then it got debunked. As of now, the 2 strongest frontrunners seem to be Matt Smith, Klaus Bang. If I had to bet, Matt Smith is absolutely one of them. He fits the eccentric, unsettling intelligence Brainiac needs. Klaus Bang. Cold, calculated, terrifying in the right way. Now, James Gunn has said these names were never discussed. But let's be real for a second. He said the same thing about Ultraman, right before it became true. So I wouldn't take that denial as a hard no. And here's the part I'm confident about. I think he's teased, or directly connected, in Supergirl. That story practically demands Brainiac's presence, especially if they're leaning into Kara's past, as we saw in the trailer. We know, though, it is inspired from Woman of Tomorrow. It must have been tweaked to adjust to the overall need of DCU. Making a connection to Brainiac seems like a very appropriate choice, so yeah, Brainiac might not be front and center yet. But all signs point to him being one of the DCU's long-term threats. And honestly, that's exactly how Brainiac should be handled. Let me know what you think. Matt Smith, Klaus Bang, or someone completely unexpected. And if you want more DCU breakdowns like this, you know what to do. Leave a like, subscribe, and let me know what else you want to see. This was all. See you in the next one.